Let's do Shinra. I feel like Shinra hasn't been on the team in a good minute. Alright, here we go. So, first thing I want to show y'all, man. Newest member of the team. Finally got my hands on one of these. Shiny Rotom. Let's go. We got it in the heat form because, you know, best type of Pokemon there is fire. Alright, so let's see first where we're at. One more special survey. Let me see what donuts I have. Not a lot, okay. Let's do item power berries. Get that boost. And then see where we can go from there. So... battle zones. Could be this bug wild zone. I'll do a smaller one just because I want to be able to get the berries fast. Let's do a small fire type zone. Got this Pokemon Center. Yeah, there we go. The thing is, they didn't give Rotom its full learn set in this game. I don't know why, but they gave it the Gen 4 learn set. Unless I'm just like remembering very wrong and gaslighting myself into thinking Rotom used to be able to learn more moves than it could. But hold on, let me pull up the Gen 9 move list here. Maybe not. Okay. For some reason, I thought Rotom could learn more moves than it could. Guess not. That's fine. We're rocking out with I believe we got Thunderbolt, Nasty plot, Overheat, and I don't even remember what else. I think we can learn Parabolic Charge though, which I might go on there so we can get health back when we do damage. Yeah, I don't even remember. Rotom. Discharge. Okay, that's it. Cool. So I think this is actually a great time to test this thing out. Oh yeah, great damage right there. Water resistance to steel. One thing is it's a pod weakness to ground because there are no abilities in this game. Meaning, Levitate, which is honestly one of the best parts about Rotom, is being an electric type without that ground weakness. But it's okay. We can deal with that. What I do want to do is if it can learn, okay, so it can learn Parabolic Charge. I'm gonna give it that instead of Discharge, just so we can heal it. All right. Oh, I should have caught those Pokemon. Shoot, I didn't even realize that. Oops. Catch the next ones. Find them. There we go. Pansear line. One. Definitely not the tail those either. Two. 3 species. 5 wild Pokemon. 4. Let's catch one more species. Should have caught one of those Palanquin line, to be honest. I should have done a large wild zone for this now that I think about it. Better berry spawn rate, but catch. Next. On our way. I'm gonna check in here if there's a ball, but Sure, I guess. Here first for the bonus ball. If it's not in here, it's definitely in the other one. Nope, it's in here. I think that's all the Pokeballs. Yeah, definitely should have done a larger zone for more ball spawns, but we got a good amount of berries. Cool, so we can make that Haban, get a sweet one. We also have enough for a full Tanga Berry, which is good for trying to get a level 3 Sparkling Donut, which I know those don't have guaranteed shiny odds just because there is no such thing as guaranteed shiny odds, but I will say my best shiny chances have been with Shiny Charm plus Sparkling level 3 Donut. That's how I got this Rotom, how I got a good amount of the other shinies that I have in my box too. Cool. Alright, let's go get that special scan. Low-key hoping for a legendary or mythical portal here. Alright, Philippe, what you got for me, man? Alright, Philippe, what's the word, man? Let's get scanning. Why doesn't it just take us right to it? Alright, here we go. Oh, Dragon type. Oh, this is the Baxcalibur zone. Oh, let's go. Alright. Need that. Before we do, because you never know, right? If we get like a sparkling dragon or ice, get that chance to get a shiny Baxcalibur. We've had the Mega Stone for a while now because we got it from Ranked, but you're not able to get Baxcalibur until after beating Rayquaza. There was somebody who was on this on the live in the chat like a week or two ago that was looking for a trade. Unfortunately, I didn't beat Rayquaza yet, but if you happen to still be watching this, be around, I'm gonna go get that for you. I'm gonna catch a few of them. It is a Kumon, and I want to have at least one of each stage of the line for my Pokedex. Ice level 3! Oh, let's go! Let's go! I'm gonna make another one too, but this is probably our best chance of getting a shiny Baxcalibur. There is a way to reset the. Actually, no, there might not be. I know. So the game's autosave feature triggers after you make a donut and after you enter hyperspace. I believe there is a way to trigger a backup save and then close your game before it finishes the autosave to get a different donut. I don't think you can do that with hyperspace though, if I'm not mistaken. But I haven't tried either, just because I'm playing a modern game on an older console and I don't even want to risk corrupting anything. Going on Rooboots. Do a barrel roll. I'm looking at you like that because I think you're from the same era of the internet as me. Because when Do a Barrel Roll was popular, when that was viral from Star Fox, that was when I was growing up. That's why I gave you that look. Because usually I get a younger audience, but I can always tell. I'm really good at being able to kind of age people, and I could be totally wrong here. I'm never 100% right, but I feel like you grew up in the 2010s. Which game is it? The new one? I mean this one right here, Legend ZA. Legend ZA, yeah. Because I believe this game is best played on Switch 2. I don't have a Switch 2. I have the first ever Switch, so not even the OLED. And so I mean it's been running smoothly so far, but I've also been kind of cautious just to be gentle on my system. I've been pretty good with it, but still. Alright. Oh, if we get the catch shiny Pokemon quest, then we'll get a shiny Baxcalibur. That's nice. Alright, so we have Ice level 1, But I'm gonna use the ice level 3. 6 minutes is crazy though. That means we have to save as soon as we get in there. That way if we get timed out, we can keep trying to look. Is it good? I like it. To be fair, I grew up on Pokemon, so I mean, you're not gonna find a lot of negative things to say about Pokemon from me. But I do try to be, you know, as fair and objective as possible. It's not the perfect game, not the best Pokemon game. Yes, catch shiny Pokemon. Okay, forget that. Actually, don't forget that because we high key need this for our Pokedex too. Hisui and Goodra. Oh, okay. You know what? I'll be back. There's a shiny Pokemon here. Shiny Baxcalibur or Frigibax, Arctibax. There it is. Give me that. I missed. No. And I forgot to save too. Hold on. All right, hold on. Because I forgot to save, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run away. Save right here. Boom. Let's go. Oh, I took a lot of damage from that. Wow, okay. That's fine. I don't even care. I'm gonna sneak up on it and backstrike it. If I can't land the backstrike, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna put the Dragon Slayer moveset on Acnologia, and I'm just gonna wreak havoc throughout this wild zone. I think that's gonna be our best move here. There we go. Don't turn around. There we go. Turn the other way. Don't move. Shoot. Alright, whatever. Acno, do your thing, man. Oh, I want this so bad. Let's go. I should have Dragon Rush. Give me that. Let's go. Shiny Arctibax, baby. I can't wait to evolve this. Oh, I'm hyped. That's Frigibax. That's the first stage. I'll catch another one. Oh, I'm hype. First thing I'm doing is saving. I'm gonna let that catch first. Or don't get caught. Cool. Save progress. What's going on, has been? Holy snow day. Hey, it's snow where I'm at too. I woke up to the sound of like hail hitting my window and wind blowing. Couldn't bring myself to buy everything I saw online. Made it look like trash. I like it. To be fair, in terms of what you see online, Pokemon fans are never satisfied with anything, and that's something that I try to keep in mind. Is like, for you know, every positive thing said about a Pokemon or a game, there's gonna be 100 negative things too. There's Baxcalibur. Give me that. Or don't. Really need it, I guess. I'm just happy I got a shiny version, bro. That's what I wanted. This mon is rare. It's a cool mon, first of all. Wow, okay. So I can't do anything to these things. Shoot. If I could get away from them, I could go into my boxes, bring an Emboar, and then destroy them with a, okay, that's not gonna work. Destroy them with a fighting type move. I think instead what I'll do is Nasty Plot Dazzling Gleam. I'm also just noticing these things kind of have a low catch rate. I'm surprised that I caught the shiny as easy as I did, and I'm glad that I saved beforehand. There's that one. Alright, I'm gonna go catch the Hisui and Goodra line, because that is pretty difficult to get outside of a hyperspace zone. And since those are Dragon and Steel, let's see if I can find him on my own. I might just have to search for him. Is that Magician's Red? No, it's regular Blaziken. We have Alright, I'm gonna search. Let's give the job to Inosuke. Acnologia, you can rest. Oh, he's still fainted too? Should have healed him. Alright, Inosuke, let's go beat up on some Dragon-type Pokemon. Dude, I'm so happy I got that shiny, though. That's actually so dope. Shiny Mega Baxcalibur is gonna go so hard. Woke up. How much more is this DLC? Good question. How much did I pay for this? I don't think it was $40, but it's possible it was $30. Yeah, I don't remember paying $40 for this. they're low-key cooking me. Oh, because they know Surf. That's why they're cooking me. I forgot the Goodra line can learn water-type moves, and that's why I've been getting fried so bad. But there we go. Hisuian Sliggoo and Hisuian Goodra. I'm going to Drain Punch to get some health back. In fact, that's probably just going to be the method. Destroy floating Pokeballs. Goodness, okay. I'm so behind on my tasks. I was trying to find the shiny and whatnot. Let's have Armorogue do this. Armorogue does not have to actually get close to anything to break the Pokeballs. So, let's do that. Lock in on this one from all the way here. Oh, let's go. Alright, Armorogue, I see you too. Boom. Got him. And should be... I mean, they're all over the place. If I remember enough about the spawn habits of this zone. So what does this take me? It takes me there. Go here. Ah, but these don't go here. Cool. I probably still have time, to be honest, to try to destroy this and then find the bonus ball. If not, it is what it is. Not the end of the world. I'm gonna check chat in a second too. I see y'all y'all typing. Just that these are a timed event, these hyperspace zones. That's why I seem so. I'm very focused on trying to get this done. Golden Pokeball. I'm not gonna play part 2 of Diamond Kakarot. I will. It comes out tomorrow, right? I won't be able to play it when it comes out because I'm moving. So this weekend will be very busy for me. But yeah, definitely we'll get around to that. What's going on, Valk Official? Hi, underrated YouTuber drop by sub. Oh, I appreciate that. That means a lot. I love that y'all enjoy the content. Oh yes, shoot. Oh, how much in content you mean is it? Good question. I just went on the scene. I'd say a good amount. To be honest, more than I was expecting. I was honestly expecting, you know, few legendaries, new megas. Not even new legendaries because they didn't drop new legendaries, but they added legendaries. So I assumed that they would, you know, add some new megas, add some more Pokemon, maybe some legendaries. But in terms of like the hyperspace, you know, maps and mechanics, they did a pretty solid job. I would say that this is a rare instance of, in my opinion, the DLC being worth the money. I will say though, if you didn't like the base game, you probably wouldn't like the DLC. But other than that, you know, like it's not one of those DLC that's like an improvement on the base game, where it's like if you didn't like it, you know, try it out. But I like it. I think it's pretty solid. Getting a house? I wish. In this economy, nah. New apartment. I wish I could afford a house, dude. But no, I'm just moving apartments. My lease is up, so I'm getting ready. What's going on, Hector? Nurse Joy? Hey, shout out Nurse Joy. Providing free, affordable healthcare to all the people of the Pokemon world. All right, but what I'm getting ready to do now, forget everything else. I want to look at our newest catch. Where are you? Probably in my... There we go. I'm gonna move him to the Shinies box. That's the wrong one. Shiny Arctibax, dude. I have to clear my boxes again. I have too many Shinies. Okay. Farfetch'd, I only need one. Crabrawler, I only need one. Heracross I have. Gardevoir I have. Farfetch'd, I already have one. Heracross I have. I'm just making sure these aren't like accidentally any Pokemon that I put effort into catching and training before I release them. Cyclizar I have. Persian, I believe this might be my only one, so I'm going to keep this here. Braixen and Delphox I have, and then the Panpour line I also have. Alright. These guys I'm also going to move around into an open box. I wish you could set like a default box for where Pokemon go when you catch them. And, you know, like, and you have like a full box. Or you can like block off boxes. But here's a shiny collection. As you can see, it's actually coming along pretty well. I might even have to rename this box. Hold on. Box 11. How do I rename it? forget. Oh, change name. There it is. Duh. Reed, right? I believe this is a touch screen right here too. If I were to be, here we go, shinies, shinies. But yeah, now that we have our shiny Arctibax, I'm gonna evolve this shiny Rotom, another shiny that we recently caught. If you missed the start of the stream, and I think about it, Xenoverse 2 is just a GTA version. GTA 5 version, we want Xenoverse 2, but we ain't getting it anytime soon. That's a good way to put it. I remember a few months ago, there were rumors about Xenoverse 3 having a release date dropping soon, and there was a lot of hype around that, and I felt kind of like you know, like a pessimist at the time, because I kept telling people, I'm like, listen, I want Xenoverse 3 too, I would love it, but if it doesn't come from an official Dragon Ball source, it doesn't exist. And I feel like because it's just been so long since Xenoverse 2 was released, you know, it's been 10, almost 11 years now. In fact, I think it turns 11 this year. It's kind of an underwhelming shiny, I won't lie. What does the Mega look like? Yeah, if you compare this to, that's normal. That's shiny. So it gets like a paler color palette. Not impressed. But having a shiny is always cool. Say a symbol that RNG is on your side. But anyways, as I was saying, you know, Xenoverse 2 turns 11 this year. And that's probably why people were, you know, so ready to just take any rumor and run with it. But I feel like people gotta remember, if it doesn't come from an official source, it does not exist. Doesn't matter, you know, how trustworthy, you know, a leak source is or anything like that. At the end of the day, you know. So I didn't really get my hopes up, but I would like to see it soon. Okay, so that's the Baxcalibur Mega. A lot of people weren't huge fans of this, just because the design changes weren't huge. They just gave it a giant sword going through its body. But I think it's kind of cool. Let me see. I don't think I have a regular Mega Baxcalibur, so I don't even know if I can see what the regular Mega looks like. If I only have the shiny Mega, actually, I wonder, can I see the non-shiny? Okay, so that's the non-shiny Mega, and that's the shiny Mega. So yeah, not much of a difference. It looks a little bit different or more accentuated in the Mega version. You can see the differences in skin tone. But yeah, that's Baxcalibur. Dragon and Ice type, pretty solid attack stat. Why would anyone they can milk DLC for Xenoverse 2? Exactly. And that's why I also tell people, you know, as much as you might not want to, because it seems like they're constantly doing cash grabs with these Dragon Ball games, if we want them to give us the content that we actually want, we kind of got to spend money on the content that we don't want. At least in the areas that we want, you know? So for example, you know, Xenoverse 2 has a bunch of DLC. Even if, you know, none of it is anything that you're interested in, if you want, you know, some more robust DLC or even a Xenoverse 3, it's like we gotta show them that their investment is paying off. Because at the end of the day, it is a business. And, you know, I do say kind of jokingly that Bandai hates us. But, you know, truth be told, they really don't have to care what we like. They only have to care what we spend money on. So, you know, as long as we're spending money, we'll keep getting stuff, and we kind of just gotta hope that it's gonna be what we want. But okay, so I need 9,000 more points to get this next special scan. Baxcalibur, you're cool. Glad we caught you. Unfortunately, I don't think you have much of a place on the team right now. I might take him into competitive one day, but as a fire type trainer who doesn't really use very many ice or dragon types, just might not have a place on the team right now. Awesome Pokemon though, look at this. Yeah, cool Pokemon. I'll find a use for him eventually. It won't be on stream because I don't usually put Pokemon together on stream, but why did I do that instead of just... Alright, let's do the Mega Arena to get the points that we need. Oh, I can't yet. I have to change the time of day before I can do that. Sorry. If there's Universe 3, what would they put in it? Every character gotta be free. The only thing that seems to add is manga. They could add, I mean, new story for one. That would be something that they could add. New story, same characters, new outfit, new moves, better customization too. When I say better, that's not to say that Xenoverse 2's customization is necessarily bad, but I do think that there are some things that they could be improved on, such as like color options for outfits. Add more transformations too. But again, that goes back to your original point of like, why put that in a Xenoverse 3 when it could be a Xenoverse 2 DLC? Yeah, because right, developing a new game is obviously far more expensive than developing DLC for an existing game. What Pokemon is this? Who am I up against? What is that? So yeah, I mean, that's also, I'm sure, probably a big reason why they've been milking Xenoverse 2 rather than releasing a new one, because it's going to cost a lot of money to make. And if they don't know for sure that they're going to, you know, at least come close to breaking even, it's a big gamble. Just throw that in there. Let me pull up a list of these arena silhouettes so I can prepare for this battle. I think what else they could do though, and one thing about Xenoverse, I will say, I hate the Xenoverse battle mechanics, dude. I know, you know, people are kind of on the fence about that, but me personally, I can't stand the Xenoverse battle mechanics. I hate them. I really don't like them at all. But also, I grew up on Budokai Tenkaichi 3, so those are the mechanics that I'm used to. For those of you who haven't played it, it's very similar to Sparking Zero. They're part of the same game series. Alright, we are going up against... It looks like Mega Absol Z. Okay, it's gonna be Ghost and Dark. Ceruledge can do neutral damage, but because we want to get this done as fast as possible, we're gonna want a Fairy type. Luckily, I know just the gal for the job. If I can find what box she's in. There we go. The goat. The goat, the Mega Arena goat right here, man. Mavis. Mavis is so great when it comes to these. Actual lifesaver. I think I also want to switch out Armarouge. I'm going to keep in Ceruledge just for neutral damage with its ghost type moves. But Armarouge worries me because it just gets hit super effective with everything. Who else could I throw in? Could throw an Anko. I'm going to put Anko on the team. I haven't used Anko in a good minute. And then let's go with... Oh, these are all sparkling donuts. Can I beat it in 5 minutes? Almost 6? Yeah. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Anime. Yeah, also for Xenoverse, they gotta update the story, right? Because yeah, they have characters from Super, but in terms of like what goes on in the story, you pretty much just stick to Z. They could expand Content City too. I think that would be worth a new game over just DLC, because if they actually like expanded Content City. Oh, I forgot that Anko doesn't know any fire type attacks. That hurt. Oh, I missed. Move, Absol! Alright. I'm gonna let it do one more attack. And now... Alright, Absol, we can go ahead and call this GG's right here, my boy. Assuming I don't get destroyed by its attacks. But, yeah, Mavis is about to make quick work. Oh, yeah! What'd I say? Mavis is the GOAT, bro. Mavis is the Mega Evolution Arena GOAT. Look at that damage! Mavis, tell him we're not scared. We're about to take Absol out before we even evolve. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, Absol, you can. GG's. Once this move blast connects, that's. Oh, Mavis is almost dead. Oh my goodness. Whoa, what was that? Oh, hold up. I forgot that they get aggressive when their health is really low. That's what I get, because I started talking crazy. I thought I had it in the bag. Hold on. Oh, my bad, team. Alright, Mavis. Land that, and then it's GG's. Oh, because we didn't boost it. Alright, Draining Kiss. Yeah, I forget they get really aggressive, and I think they also get a boost in attack power, if I'm not wrong, when their health is low. So you started melting mine away. The universe is like trying to make every Dragon Ball movie and show canon, but everything worse than before. I'm glad you said that. Because, and let me preface what I'm about to say by saying, I'll let Mavis have this. Let me preface what I'm about to say by saying, I do enjoy Xenoverse, right? I do have fun playing Xenoverse, but it does very much feel like a kind of mediocre fan service game, you know? Like, it feels like a very big Dragon Ball What If, but not done as well as it could. And it touches on a decent amount of things that, like, if expanded upon, could be really good. Like, for example, giving Future Trunks his own, you know, storyline where he's a time patroller and goes, you know, fixing anomalies, that's great. That's honestly, if Dragon Ball were to make any new series, right, that's what they should focus on, in my opinion. But it's just the way that they go about doing it isn't great. I'm not a power scaling bro by any means, but I do like for there to at least be some logic, and I don't like the logic of, you know, us having the strength to impress Whis and Beerus, but also struggling against somebody like Cell, you know, or even like Toa and Mira. They don't, you know, they don't do a very good job of establishing the strength of the threats is another thing too, I would say. And that's not to say, right, if you beat Beerus, you should be just super overpowered and never lose to anybody. But, I mean, they show in Dragon Ball, right, in the actual series, Goku and Vegeta have power that impresses the gods and angels, yet they still struggle in fights. Against people that they should struggle against, though, you know? Not against guys that struggle to hold back, you know, Namek Vegeta. I wish they make a new Pokemon fighting game. There is a new Pokemon game coming out. Champions, I believe, is what it's called. Is this grass type? Chestnut, Venusaur. I kind of don't want this. I want to go for a legendary Pokemon. Alright. Unfortunately, you can't change these scans. So if I didn't get a legendary Pokemon encounter this time, I have to get 25,000 points again and redo it. But the good thing is we get 10,000 every time we do those Mega Arenas. So won't be too difficult. I gotta get more donuts though. To Dragon Ball Heroes verse? No! 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 Heroes is the Xenoverse verse. No! Not that it matters. Does not matter. Actually, am I right about that? I'm like 99% sure Heroes was created as promotional content for Xenoverse. Do a quick Google search here. Did I make that up? Where did I hear that? Heroes came first. I mean, that Heroes couldn't have came first because Heroes came out in 2018. Xenoverse came out in 2015. But I do remember hearing somewhere that Heroes... Oh, Heroes is based off a card game. That's what it is, I believe. Okay. So it uses the same characters. It's not based off of Xenoverse. What's going on the link? Okay, so it's not Xenoverse, the game. Seems like, and I should probably just watch Heroes to get a better understanding of it. But from what I can gather, canon to Xenoverse almost. Yeah, one big fan service that was essentially created as promotion for the Dragon Ball Heroes game. It's like an arcade game, I suppose. Okay, there we go. What's going on, Goji boy? You got a shiny Delphox yesterday? Fire, fire. Let me show you what I got yesterday. So yesterday, shiny Rotom, finally. And then earlier this stream, we managed to pick up shiny Baxcalibur. So shiny collection is coming along pretty well. I didn't get the Wild Zone I wanted. I wanted to get one that had a legendary or mythical in it. So I'm going to reset the time of day and then do the hyperspace arena. I have to go and make more donuts too. It's another thing. Mega Arena. Looks like we'll be up against Starmie. Cool. I'm gonna go make some more donuts real quick. But against Starmie, I'm like less than not worried. I am very much not worried. In fact, I might put my team together right now to take this Starmie out. Mavis, thank you for your help, as always. I'm gonna go Mono Fire against Starmie. That's how not worried I am, honestly. I'm going Mono Fire against Starmie. Only Pokemon that we kind of do need to have for that is going to be... And this is why I gotta clean out my boxes. I always lose them. The only Pokemon we're not... that we're gonna kind of need is gonna be our Scovillain. So I'll do Scovillain over... Shima just got on the team and he has Dark Pulse. Let's take off Inosuke for now because Fire and Fighting is a pretty bad combo for Starmie. But yeah, not worried about Starmie. Starmie hits hard but has like no defenses. Spicy Donuts increase our offensive power. Let's see what we get from this. What's stopping Pokemon from just killing people? Truth be told, nothing. Nothing at all. And it's actually a pretty central point in a lot of like Pokemon movies and episodes and story arcs where people and Pokemon alike just don't agree with Pokemon and humans living in tandem. So you'll have like hyper intelligent Pokemon that are like, why don't we just destroy the humans because they're so much stronger than them? Oh, Move Power Grass, that's gonna be good. So yeah, I mean, truth be told, literally nothing. Like at all. Besides just the fact that Pokemon are largely not violent. And that's about it. sad to be a Pokemon. Not if you got a cool trainer. If you got a cool trainer, being a Pokemon is great. You get somewhere to live for free. You get free food. There we go. Plenty of donuts now for our Mega Arena. How many of these berries did I have, dude? Wow, jeez. Alright, finally make a different donut. That should be more than enough. Anyone have a shiny Alpha Magikarp or a shiny Tepig? Unfortunately, I don't, my man. What's going on, Christian Watts? Yeah, unfortunately, I do not. But if you ever do want to trade for some shinies or anything else, let me flash the collection real quick. That's what we got. Oh, ignore Groudon. There's usually a Rotom here. Only thing from here, I think I probably would just like never trade. I wouldn't trade Virizion, and then I wouldn't trade the first three here. So Metagross, Annihilate, or Aegislash. But I probably would trade everything else. Probably would trade them for another shiny, of course, but. And then here, got a few more. Probably wouldn't trade Baxcalibur either. But I'd trade like Simisage. Goldango shiny is genuinely garbage. I don't, you know, if somebody wants it, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Let's go take on this Starmie. Get to stay small in a ball for hours. Not if you got a cool trainer. Not if you got a cool trainer. Who got to stay small in a ball for hours? I'll walk around with Rotom right now. Those Pokemon just don't have a trainer as cool as me. But also, most Pokemon are not trainers, or are not trainer Pokemon either. I don't know why I worded it like that. Most people in the Pokemon world are not Pokemon trainers. I think that is a better way to put it. Most people in the Pokemon world who have Pokemon have them as pets. So when you think about it, right? If the average person, not only do most people who have Pokemon in the Pokemon verse have them as pets, but most people who own Pokemon probably also only own like very manageable Pokemon, you know? Like if you have a Pokemon, you might have a Chikorita. If it evolves, that's one thing, but you might have a Chikorita, you know, maybe a Bunnelby, I don't know, Patrat perhaps. Most people in the Pokemon world, you know, aren't walking around with 6 of these just wherever they go. Alright, let's go with... We had one that was really good. Special attack power and then grass move power. Unless I just imagined that. No, here it is. Alright, this will have Starmie down in a matter of minutes right here. Simple strat here. We're just going to build up Mega Energy, then go in with Scoville and spam Bullet Seed and Giga Drain. Probably should have put another grass type move on it, maybe Seed Bomb, but well. Only thing with Starmie we got to be careful of is its Hydro Pump. I think we can only take like 3 of those before, or no, we take 2. The third one I think just ends the fight. So I don't know why I opened with Bitter Blade as opposed to Shadow Claw. Starmie, it's gonna hit hard, but it's not going to be able to take a lot of hits. That Water Pulse was probably a bad idea for me to just take the face. Alright, so Ceruledge, come back, man. You're a G. You're a G. Appreciate the help. Rotom, here we go. I gotta find a nickname for like half my team. Rotom, I'll probably name Natsu, because he can use fire and lightning. Starmie's moves are just annoying to deal with, but once we get Scovillain on the scene, this thing is pretty much done. Oh, I could have gone Annihilate too. I just realized. I don't know why I didn't go Annihilate strategy. That would have actually had this over in a matter of minutes. But whatever. We like to have fun around here. One thing about Starmie is that it's kind of hard to get it to sit still for Giga Drain. But if you can, yeah, Annihilate definitely would have had this down faster, but we're all good here. Alright, I think now is when it starts getting really annoying with the hydro pumps and stuff, so yeah, here we go. Oh! Barely dodged that. I've played these games before. Can't fool me. Leave. Come on, Starmie. Don't you know I'm the best fire type trainer in the world? Think I'm scared of a little water? I am. That means you won't be able to hit me with that. No way it was out of range of the attack. And we evolved the evolution. That's fine, we got plenty of time. No Rotom, don't get hit by that. Okay. Fireball charge. So, get that. Scovillain. Oh, I should have healed him first. Wait, no, I shouldn't have. No, I didn't. Okay. So what we can do is that. That. There we go. What was I talking about? Should have healed him. Alright, if this thing will stop using Zen Headbutt charging at me. The only thing about Scovillain is that it's not very fast. Starmie, by contrast, is very fast, but you just gotta know how to maneuver a little bit. That wasn't difficult. There we go, 10,000 points and a bonus ball. I'm gonna reset the day, do another one, and then I'll do like a wild zone or something. Recommend to fight Darkrai. Use Gardevoir. What did I use for Darkrai? Oh, I used here. So yeah, Gardevoir is a good one. If you want a Gardevoir recommended moveset, I can show you what I have on my Gardevoir. I keep going to Satchel and I mean to go to boxes. So Gardevoir is a good one. For me, I believe I actually mostly relied on... Did I do Inosuke? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure Gardevoir was on my team. But just for some, yeah, in general, I'm always going to recommend taking a Gardevoir into these mega battles. What I use on my Gardevoir... So I have Modest Nature, so that's plus special attack minus attack. I actually haven't even hyper trained this thing, so if I hyper trained her, I'm sure she'd be even stronger. And then moves: Draining Kiss, Moonblast, Calm Mind, Psychic. Get it done every time. Because it's Darkrai, Psychic's not going to be very helpful. So I mean, alternatively, what else? You could do Mystical Fire. I would probably go Mystical Fire for the Darkrai fight. Because you can lower Darkrai's attack. Dazzling Gleam isn't a bad alternative, but you have to get kind of close for that. Disarming Voice is kind of weak, is the only thing. Light Screen is another viable option because Darkrai's going to be a very powerful special attacker. But yeah, What's her name? Focus Blast again for Darkrai, but has a high cooldown. So yeah, Gardevoir is going to be your friend. I believe on my team I also had Inosuke the Emboar. He is hyper trained, so adamant nature plus attack minus special attack. Bulk up close combat was really all I used. You can use Drain Punch to keep the health high too, and then fourth move doesn't really matter. Let me think. Who else was on my team for Darkrai? Yeah, I'm blanking on who was on my team. I know I have a Blaziken, but I don't think I had Blaziken on my team for Darkrai. What was retracted? Christian Waz, wait, what happened? Has been in Christian. Dang, I missed something. How do you get better at online play? The sweats be doing me dirty. Brother, you're asking the wrong person. They be doing me dirty too. I can't lie to you. I mean, if I had to give advice for getting better in online play, honestly, learn the meta. And this is very general advice. So I apologize that I can't give much better advice, but I would say definitely learn the meta. Know what Pokemon people usually use, what movesets they typically run, because that's going to be huge. Pokemon is a game of strategy, right? And the best Pokemon players, whether it's in the traditional format or in in Legends ZA or any format, best Pokemon players are the ones that are the best at not just setting up their strategies, but predicting. So honestly, I would say just, learn the meta, be ready to use or learn what strategies that people have. So for example, Garchomp is huge in pretty much every season. People usually run Swords Dance, Earthquake, Dragon Rush, Garchomp with maybe an Iron Tail. So if you see a Garchomp, for example, right, be prepared for that. In terms of your moves, I would say make use of plus moves is another one too, even if you're not mega evolved, because plus moves are used faster. Then they're not only are strong, but they're used faster. So like, the charge up time and the animations are a lot quicker than the non-plus moves. That's another one. What else? You probably already know this, but don't rely on status moves too much. So that's like, your paralysis, burns. Yes, they can be helpful, but the fact that a single KO completely, wipes the slate clean and heals your team means that those aren't very useful. So obviously doing big damage is going to be your main focus. And then also being able to take hits, but really it's doing big damage because it doesn't reward you on, KD ratio or anything like that. It's literally just straight up how many Pokemon did you KO. So yeah, big damage, learn the meta. I'm trying to think what else. Speed is going to be very helpful too. If you didn't know, speed, in the way that speed works in this game, your speed stat is what determines your move cooldown. So the base speed determines the movement speed, and then what your actual, like with this number, I'm pointing to, like you can see me pointing on my screen, but that number, that 90 right there, for example, for Staryu, that is what determines how fast moves recharge and how fast you can just keep using moves in succession, or the same move in succession, I should say. So that's going to be something that you want to pay attention to also. Other than that, though, yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I get cooked by sweats. I mean, you can see my team. I love fire types. If I could make it to A rank using solely fire types, I would. In theory, you can. It would just take forever. But yeah, that's about it. Learn the meta. And again, learn the meta doesn't necessarily mean like you have to put together a team that's like Garchomp, Metagross, Glaceon. Just know that you're going to encounter a lot of those. And so if you plan on, rather than, playing by the meta, and instead of playing against it using the mons that you would rather use, I would say be ready to deal with that a lot. The good thing is, though, that Game Freak usually does a pretty good job at making their games as balanced as possible. So, for every broken Pokemon, every broken strategy, there's going to be a counter. But yeah, do damage, have a decently high speed stat for those high damage doers too, because you're going to end up, I'm sure you've seen, you're going to end up in a lot of situations where, let's say you use a move, right, you Swords Dance on your Garchomp, Dragon Rush, doesn't KO the opponent's Garchomp, and now you're kind of a sitting duck because Earthquake would take too long, everything would take too long. So definitely I would also say have a move that you can use for those situations where your big damage move doesn't really KO the other Pokemon, but gets them like right there. So for example, on my Metagross, I have I run Heavy Slam, and then I also keep Bullet Punch on it. So that's for like if I use it on, you know, let's say a Glaceon. Glaceon has a decent defense stat. If Glaceon somehow survives Heavy Slam from Metagross, I can then go and Bullet Punch to finish it off. Is this Absol again? Didn't we just do this? Definitely appreciate you, of course, of course. Oh, you said they didn't like female Pokemon. Ah. I mean, that's how I was when I was younger. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, nah, my team has to be all boys. But you stop caring eventually. It's a matter of personal preference at the end of the day. Especially in a game like ZA where there's no egg groups, so I don't even, you know, there's not really much of a point in giving Pokemon genders. But I will say, hey, I can't lie to you. My hardest hitters on my team be some women. I can't lie to you, right? We got Marileona, the GOAT. We got Cerulege, the undefeatable. Anko, also the GOAT. Who else we got? And I don't even have to say anything about this one. I don't even have to say anything about Mavis. I mean, y'all just saw Mavis be tearing it up. But yeah, I mean... So this is just Absol again, right? Let me double check here. This is just Absol again. Oh, but this is regular Mega Absol. Okay. The other one was Absol Z. This is regular Mega Absol. So this is going to be a pure dark type, which is good. That's amazing. That is actually fantastic. What that means is we're going to take off you, and you. Inosuke, you are the star of this mission, man. I'm gonna throw in Inosuke. I'll also throw on... I don't know why I have 3 Blazikens. But I can never find the right one when I need it either. Of course it's the wrong Blaziken. There we go. Magician's Red. You'll sub in for Cerulege. And then who else do I have? Could go Roy. I'm gonna put Roy Mustang back on the team. I feel like Roy has been on vacation for like 2 weeks. Let's throw Roy back on here in place of Anko. Alright. And then I'm just gonna change my movesets real quick. Instead of Shadow Claw, we're gonna go ahead and give you... Wow, Blaziken's Learn set in this is also kind of bad. Okay. Wow, they didn't give it anything. Like nothing, dude. I'll give it Close Combat. U-turn, Rotom, you're good where you're at. Everybody else can kind of just use what they already have. But we're gonna start with go Magician's Red into Inosuke for this. I don't even think. Oh, move Power Fighting. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, Absol's going down, buddy. ahead. Start with the power-up punch. I like this arena too. Get a flame charge in here too. Let's just start doing it. I wish I had a Blazikenite, but I missed the season where they were giving it out. Unless I didn't and they didn't do it yet. I know this season is Sceptile. Alright, that should be good. Alright, Inosuke, I don't know about you, man, but I'm already tired of this fight. Bulk up, get big on him. Get big on him. Once this connects, it's so done for Absol. I flinched! Oh, he's so lucky! Yeah, exactly. Now hold this. Exactly. Flinch that. Nah, flinch that, Absol. Flinch that. Yeah, flinch that. Exactly. That's my starter right there, baby. That's my starter right there. My GOAT. And no, they're talking about, what are they talking about there? The Annihilate strategy? Nah, never heard of it. Never heard of it. Gardevoir strategy? Nah. They're talking about, what, type matchups and lowering defenses? Nah. Don't need it. Don't need it. Emboar. That's it. Even though I 100% use type matchups and stat boosts there. That's done. 20,000 points. Need 5k more. I think I'll just go to a wild zone. Let's go to a small one right here. Where we could go to. Oh, that has a Pokemon that I haven't caught yet. But what are you? I'm curious. So I'm gonna see what that is. Have a ghost donut, do I? Ground, dark level 2, ice, fighting, catching power ghost, I might do that. Yeah. I'll do this. And then I hate this catch Pokemon undetected task. They only be giving me this catch Pokemon undetected task when Cofagrigus. Okay. That's what that is. And I have a Yamask too. I'm surprised I never evolved it. Yeah, they only be giving me this this catch Pokemon undetected task when you have the most sensitive, aggressive Pokemon ever. The ones where if you look within 100 feet of their direction, they're ready to attack you. You're talking about catch Pokemon undetected. How? How do you want me to catch the giant floating coffin that can go through walls undetected? It's all good though. I only need. Oh, I don't even think I can get enough points in this this Wild Zone to get enough points to get the special scan. That's unfortunate. Oh, and I took off Shadow Claw from Blaziken, didn't I? He definitely used to have it. Who keeps using Fire Spin on me? I didn't have to think of that. No, I didn't. Infestation? Why do you know Infestation? They gave me the catch Pokemon undetected in the smallest zone. Alright. Mind you, right before this, I took all my ghost types off my team because we were getting ready to fight Mega Absol. I'm not in a very favorable situation. The doesn't help that the only other Pokemon here is also a fire type. So it's like I can't even use most of my stabs. And I've been hit with Curse, so that's not fun. Alright. Let's do some team changing here. I'm gonna give you Shadow Claw back. Let's also head back into our boxes here. Put Anko back on the team. Oh, you know who I could use? Shinra. If you get access to Work Up and Dark Pulse. Typically I would actually have what's it called on this thing? Hyper Voice, but I didn't. I guess for whatever reason I needed it before to have a Work Up. Right, well, catch Pokemon undetected isn't gonna happen, but I do want to Cofagrigus or Cofagrigus. Nice. Break the balls. Either taking damage from just being jumped or I got hit with Curse. My health just keeps going down. Oh, that's Curse. Okay. Oh, they keep using Curse on me, dude. Like, stop. Stop, please. Making me send out my fighting types. And why are there so many of these Lampents? Please. Alright. Here, here. Here we go. Ah. Tried to jump me. Alright, so if I want to catch Pokemon undetected. Alright, never mind. You know what I mean? They gave it to me in a small wild zone. Where I can't even, like, see the Pokemon that are instantly spawning in already seeing me. There we go. That's one. Oh, because he noticed me right before. Yeah, he had the exclamation mark above his head. That's some nonsense. I feel like that should count as a as undetected. Although I recently learned, despite having played this game since release and having played Legends Arceus, that backstrikes do not automatically count as undetected. Like, yo. Like, I'm trying to catch a Trevenant. Why is Lampent in my business, bro? I can't stand these wild zones. Like, it's not even your species. Back up. Back up. Back up. I don't even want it anymore. It's not undetected anymore. Goodness, man. There we go. That's one. So do I have to just keep waiting for the Pumpkaboo to respawn? Is that my best chance here? The Yamask I almost had to. In my book I should have had that, but I guess it was a last minute that I got alerted. That it got alerted of me. I don't think they spawned back in yet. See, I'm hesitant to even really, like, why did I go big? Alright, 2 Cofagrigus. That means the Yamask will be spawning in soon. That means I gotta go on the border here away from the spawn point. 2 more. Alright, Lampent nearby. No! Don't get caught. Don't get caught. I don't want you. Don't get caught. Dude, Lampent is slowly turning into my least favorite Pokemon. And I never said that I don't like fire types. But like, leave me alone, please. Please. Okay. How can I not backstrike this? I'm look. Alright. No, I definitely can't get it. Watch, Lampent's gonna see me from all the way over here, 30 meters away. Call for Gregious! There he is! Attack him! I can't stand Lampent, bro. What'd I say? What'd I say? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my. You see, I have half a mind to bring in Groudon and just Earthquake everybody. Alright. Slow. Stop. Why do they do that? Why do they get like right within range of where I can backstrike and get that sneak catch? What do you mean? Alright. Whatever. Sure. Fine. I'll act like that didn't just like, whatever. I'm gonna run out of time at this rate, dude. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Thank you. Okay, I know I'm not crazy. Like, alright, you know what? Nah. You know what? I'm not doing it. Abandoned mission. Abandoned mission. I'm not doing it. Abandoned mission. Everybody is catching hands. Abandoned mission. And why do they all spam curse too? Right? Not only are they the most annoying in terms of their behavioral patterns, but they also spam the most annoying moves. Because now I was like, I'm dead the second that you use curse if I don't switch out. No, sorry. Please. You know, as a fire type enthusiast, I always thought that that water would be my least favorite type. I can't stand ghost types, bro. I really can't. I think ghost types after this one wild zone might be my least favorite. I'm not even gonna try to catch it. Get me out of here, bro. Get me like all the way out of here. Get me all the way out of here. I'm not doing this. I can't stand Lampent, bro. I'm about to go in my boxes and release every Lampent that I have into the coldest environment possible. I can't stand Lampent, bro. Let LeBron do it. He could get everybody half court. That's true. LeBron would have made that. But that's not fair. That's Bron. That's Bron. You know, like there's nothing that Bron can't do. Alright, where am I going next? Certainly is not a ghost type wild zone with a Lampent in it. Mimikyu. I don't have Mimikyu. You know what? Maybe I will go to a ghost type wild zone and catch a Mimikyu. Alright, let's respond to something. He can't get good hair. Yes, he can. He just chooses not to. Right? The only reason why LeBron's hairline looks like that is because LeBron knows that humankind is not ready for, you know, such a complete individual. A complete individual. Right? LeBron knew that mankind would lose its mind if they saw this man, right? Perfect athlete, handsome, you know, very successful, great father, this great man overall. LeBron knew he had to give himself some sort of flaw, something, right? He knew that nobody would believe any character flaws because that's Bron, right? Bron can do no wrong. So he had to settle with a physical flaw. He realized that hairlines are, you know, generally considered pretty important for a lot of men. So you know what LeBron does every morning? He gets up and he pushes his hairline back a little bit. That's what he does. For the sake of all of us, right? To remind us that anybody can do it if you work hard enough. That's LeBron's whole message right there, right? Is like, keep going, don't give up. If LeBron had a perfect hairline, I don't think anybody would try to be like LeBron in the world of basketball, you know? And that's not to say that he's not a great role model. That's just to say that, like, you know, do you think the citizens of Metropolis look at Superman for their fitness goals? Absolutely not, right? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So that's why LeBron purposely keeps his hair like that, so that, you know, the average everyday people like us can maintain some hope. Alright, I don't really care what donut I use. I have 21 minutes in here with this, though. Steph Curry solos? Nah. 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 Steph cool, too. Steph cool. I'm not a Steph hater. That's Bron, you know? Love Steph. Great shooter. Best shooter of all time, you ask me. But he's not Bron. Catch Lampent. Of course. Of course. Of course I can't even go into another wild zone without these Lampent haunting me, man. I'm here for Mimikyu. Where are they at? There they are. Oh, and they don't attack me if I don't attack them. Nice. You see, this is what I like. Wild Pokemon who just, you know, they don't attack you if you don't attack them. They just mind their business. They want to get caught, they want to get caught. If they don't, they don't. Those Lampent, bro. I can't stand them. No offense to my my good homie Anko the Chandelure on our team here. Oh, Bennett is here too. Litwick, pre-evolution of Lampent. I have half a mind to keep Groudon on my team right now just for when I encounter Lampent. Earthquake to the moon. I'm doing it. Groudon's in our shinies box. Not even because he's shiny, just because he's holding Rotom's spot. I do have to catch another wild Pokemon, don't I? Alright, let's go with one of these for that. Altaria. It didn't get caught! That's what I get for being cocky. Wild Pokemon. It's gonna have to be Lampent for the sake of mission. To be fair, no, it does. I was gonna say no, it doesn't, but if we just caught one and it wasn't Lampent, that wouldn't give us enough to get another special scan. Shoot. Oh, Dratini's here too. Nice. Venom solos, like the Spider-Man villain? Like the symbiote Venom? Nah. Nah. Venom lost to a 19-year-old college student with $3.22 to his name, man. What do you think he's about to do to the GOAT? Nothing. Mind you, Venom's weaknesses are fire and sound, right? Fire and sound. All LeBron got to do, right? LeBron go like this, boom, sonic boom. It's over. Venom's disintegrated. A lot of people don't know this, but LeBron James, if he wanted to, could breathe fire. He just chooses not to because, you know, it's against the rules in basketball. He be balling. That is true. That is true, because I did see how he dunked on Peter Parker. I did see how he dunked on Peter Parker that one time. That is true. That is true. It's actually one of my favorite reaction images is when image of Venom and he's just like dunking on Spider-Man. I don't even know why I'm up here. This doesn't really matter. But against Braun, I don't know. I don't know. Braun we talking, you know? Alright, 2 Litwicks. No Lampent. It's also getting late. This is probably gonna have to be my last mission that I do here. If they give us a legendary on the special scan, then I'll go and catch that. But if not, then this will probably be the last mission that I do. Mimikyu. Ah, there we go. Lampent. I've been waiting for this one. Matter of fact, my only regret is that I don't have Swords Dance, so it hits harder. It dodged Precipice Blades. Oh, he thinks he's nice. Oh, you think you're nice, Lampent? Yeah, both of you. Give me that, man. Give me that. Alright, done. Task complete, hyperspace survey complete. Let's get out of here. Oh, there's a bonus ball. Right, yeah, I kind of do want that. Alright, let's find the bonus ball. Then we'll go to Philippe and see what he's got for us, if anything. What does Litwick even get acid armor? Now, like, what's the use case for that? I mean, I guess knockoff protection, but it's like, if your opponent has knockoff, you're probably just going to switch out of Litwick. You know, even if it's like Earthquake or Stone Edge. I don't know. Alright, well, that's caught. Get back to the entrance here. Yeah, I'm going to talk to Philippe if the special scan that we get is for a legendary or mythical. I'll go in and get that, try to get that. If not, then we'll just call it a day here. Michael Jackson, yo, has been. This is twice now. You're stressing me out, man. You're making my blood pressure rise. How do you think Michael is spelled? Ah, you're making my blood pressure rise. You're hurting me. M-I-C-H-A-E-L is how you spell Michael. Not M-I-K-L-E, not M. There's no K. There's no K. There's no K in Michael Jackson's first name. Only K is in Jackson. That's it. Our kid's about to, y'all stressing me out. Y'all stressing me out, man. Stressing me out. I'm about to start hosting, I'm gonna host spelling bees. That's what I'm gonna do. Y'all gonna learn today. Class in session. What did I say last time? I said I'm gonna throw a water balloon full of milk at you. gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start hypothetical water balloon. Not milk though, because people low-key be allergic. Or lactose intolerant. I don't want to deal with that. I'm gonna do like apple juice. Cherry soda. Malk lose to LeBron? Nah. That's hard to spell. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, man. If the name Michael is hard to spell, you should not be watching my live stream right now, man. You gotta hit them books. You gotta go study, my boy. That's I don't know. I don't know. Name Michael should not be hard to spell. Malk lose to Bron? Probably. I'm gonna say probably. I'm gonna say probably, right? Because one thing about me that y'all don't know is that, like, I'm low key, like on the lowest of keys, like city to like, I'm like large city to like small country level, low key. A lot of people don't know this just because like I don't talk about it a lot. But yeah, from like a power scaling standpoint, I'm low key like large city to small country. So it depends on where you would scale Bron. But yeah, I'd probably lose. Alright, looks like we got a legendary here. You don't got time to study. You don't got time to study. You don't got time to be on the channel. You don't got time to be in chat, huh? I just know that's what your parents be saying to you too. You don't got time for homework, but you have time for YouTube. You got time for TikTok, for video games. I know your parents go platinum in the household with that. Jake Paul, yeah, you're getting banned. I can't believe I'm banning you over misspelling Jake Paul's name. Nah, you're not getting banned. I'm playing with you. But we got to do some spelling lessons, my boy. We got to do some spelling lessons, like badly. Like we have to. We have to. Only reason that wasn't a timeout is because I genuinely could not care less about Jake Paul. In fact, the fact that you spelled his name so atrociously is kind of funny to me because I do dislike Jake Paul. But we got to get you some spelling lessons. This is crazy. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. Paul? I mean, it's some words that be low-key hard to spell, but the names Michael and Paul. Are we for real? That's like top 5 most common names ever. It's nobody at school named Michael. Nobody at school named Paul. You getting boxed up by a granny? Yeah, but you're getting boxed up by a 3rd grade spelling bee. Oh, uh-oh. Yeah, y'all ain't know Malk had the roast, did you? I'm getting boxed up by a granny. You getting boxed up by the SAT. Matter of fact, I should ask you to spell SAT and you still might get it wrong. Oh, I'm on you now. Yeah. I'm on you now. Yeah. I was cooking you. I didn't even see what Pokemon I'm supposed to be looking for. Let me rewind the stream. Distracted me. Jake P-A-L-O-W. Either I'm being trolled and I'm just falling for the rage bait because I'm genuinely curious as to what you think that spells. P-A-L-O-W. P... I'm being trolled. Y'all figured it out. Y'all have figured out how to successfully troll me. P-A-L. I'm gonna be thinking about that for the rest of my night. Good lord. Alright, now I gotta rewind this. You broke my focus. I gotta see what I'm supposed to be catching. On the stream here. Alright, what did Philippe say? Philippe said Meloetta. Perfect. Mythical Pokemon. Normal and Psychic. I wonder if it can change into its normal and fighting type. I were Meloetta. It's a mythical Pokemon too, just like casually sending us on the run for an ultra rare mythical Pokemon. apparently it's in this like hall area. Do not make fun of me and how I have trouble spelling. Oh no, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep making fun of you. I will forever make fun of you for not being able to spell Michael and Paul until you show me that you can. That's the only condition that I'm gonna stop. Because we're in a literacy crisis anyways. Y'all gotta be able to spell. It's a life skill. I'm tripping or it's not taking damage. Hello. Oh, and it does change forms. Okay. Alright, we're Psybeam now. We are no longer, what's it called? No longer Edge Voice. Alright, health low. What if I try to backstrike? Let me try to backstrike. Hold up. Around. Of course it turned around last second. Alright, well. Come here, or is it just gonna sit there and wonder where that Pokeball came from? Okay, cool. It's not Jake Paul and Millie Jackson. Insane. Insane work. That's crazy. How is that not a backstrike? Okay. I mean, I was like right next to it, but the back of its head was facing me, right? That's the same thing that I pulled with that Lampent, bro. That's a, like, not the Lampent, the Cofagrigus. What is the range on these Pokeballs? Like, genuinely, why does it even let me lock in to the point where I can, like, focus on a Pokemon if throwing the Pokeball is not going to trigger the capture upon impact? That's crazy. There we go. Thank you. Alright. Meloetta is caught. I'm going to go ahead and save the game and call it a stream there. And we finally got a correct spelling from Hasbin, man. There we go. There we go. We fixing we fixing the channel GPA. Slowly but steady. There we go. Slowly but steady. Slowly but steady. But yeah, I'm going to get up out of here. A little bit longer stream, but got some stuff to do. As always, man, thanks to y'all for showing up, showing out, and showing love. Will not be live for the rest of the week or the weekend because, as I said, I'm moving, so gonna be busy with that. But hopefully, yeah, I'll catch y'all either on Tuesday. It's actually a long weekend, so maybe Monday, depending on how much moving gets done. But yeah, hope y'all have a fantastic night.